When you think of football's richest players, you probably think of Cristiano Ronaldo or maybe Lionel Messi. But what if I told you neither of them is the richest footballer on earth? One player has a fortune so massive that buying a Premier League club wouldn't even make a dent in his bank account. Today, we're counting down the richest footballers alive based on their current estimated net worth. And trust me, number one is absolutely unbelievable. Let's start with number 5. At number 5 is one of the youngest names on this list, Kylian Mbappe. In 2026, estimates put Mbappe's net worth at around $250 million. And remember, he's only 27. That's what makes his financial story so crazy. Mbappe became a superstar as a teenager with Monaco before making the huge move to Paris Saint-Germain. Then came the 2018 World Cup. At just 19 years old, Mbappe scored in the World Cup final and became one of the biggest young stars on the planet. But his money hasn't only come from football. He's built major endorsement relationships with companies including Nike and Hublot, while his global image has made him one of the most marketable athletes of his generation, and his move to Real Madrid only increased his commercial potential. In 2026, Forbes estimates Mbappe's earnings alone at around $95 million for the year. That's not his net worth. That's what he earned in 1 year. Mbappe may have the most frightening wealth trajectory on this entire list, but number 4 has already earned hundreds of millions more. At number 4, Neymar Jr. estimated net worth, around $450 million. Neymar's financial rise started long before he became one of the most famous footballers in the world. He exploded onto the scene at Santos before moving to Barcelona in 2013. Then came the transfer that changed football economics forever. Paris Saint-Germain activated Neymar's release clause for roughly $264 million. At the time, it was the most expensive transfer in football history, but Neymar's fortune didn't come purely from his salary. His global popularity turned him into an advertising machine. Major sponsorships, image rights, commercial partnerships, and football contracts helped him accumulate an enormous fortune. And despite the injuries and controversies throughout his career, Neymar remained one of the most commercially valuable footballers in the world. Current 2026 estimates put his net worth around $450 million. That's almost $500 million. But the next name makes Neymar look poor because number 3 is officially a billionaire. Number 3 isn't even playing professional football anymore, David Beckham. And in 2026, Forbes estimates Beckham's personal net worth at around $1 billion. That's right, a footballer who retired in 2013 is now a billionaire. And Beckham's secret wasn't simply football, it was branding. During his playing career, Beckham became one of the most recognizable athletes on earth. Adidas, Pepsi, Gillette, fashion, television, and eventually football ownership. His decision to move to LA Galaxy became one of the most important financial decisions of his career. Part of his deal gave him the opportunity to purchase an MLS expansion franchise for only around $25 million. That opportunity eventually helped lead to Inter Miami. And then Lionel Messi arrived. The value of the club exploded. Beckham also built businesses around his personal brand and sold a significant stake in his brand business to Authentic Brands Group. Forbes now places his fortune at around $1 billion. And that makes Beckham one of the clearest examples of a footballer turning fame into a business empire. But somehow he's still not number 1. Because the next 2 players are arguably the 2 biggest football stars of the modern era. Number 2, Lionel Messi. Forbes currently estimates Messi's net worth at around $1.1 billion. Think about that. The kid who joined Barcelona's academy at just 13 years old is now a billionaire. Messi spent most of his legendary career at Barcelona, where he became one of the greatest players football has ever seen. But his wealth continued growing even after leaving Spain. His move to Inter Miami transformed Major League Soccer's global profile, and Messi has built a massive commercial portfolio outside football, including Adidas, Apple, Pepsi, MasterCard, Hard Rock, and numerous other partnerships. Forbes estimates Messi has earned roughly $1.8 billion throughout his career, combining on-field and off-field earnings before taxes and agent fees. And there's another interesting part of his Inter Miami deal. Messi was offered the possibility of acquiring an equity stake in the club when he retires. So even after football, the money keeps moving. But there's one footballer who has managed to go even further. The man at number one. Number one, Cristiano Ronaldo. Estimated net worth, $1.2 billion. And unlike many billionaire athletes who built their fortunes after retirement, Ronaldo is still playing. In 2026, Forbes estimates Ronaldo's net worth at around $1.2 billion, and his earnings are absolutely ridiculous. Over the previous 12 months, Forbes estimated Ronaldo earned approximately $300 million. His Al Nassr contract alone is worth more than $200 million annually. But here's what separates Ronaldo from almost everyone else. CR7 isn't just a footballer anymore. It's a global brand. Hotels, gyms, clothing, underwear, hair products, endorsements, investments, social media, and one of the largest personal audiences in sports. Ronaldo has turned his name into a business, and the strategy has worked. Forbes says Ronaldo became the first active athlete to surpass $2 billion in career earnings before taxes and agent fees. He's also one of the most followed people on social media. So every post, every sponsorship, and every business partnership can potentially become another source of revenue. At 41 years old, Ronaldo isn't just trying to score goals anymore. He's building a financial legacy that could continue long after he stops playing. And that's why he currently sits at number one. But wait, remember what we saw at the beginning of the video? There is a player who is far richer than Ronaldo, and he's often called the richest footballer in the world, with online estimates sometimes putting his family fortune around $20 billion. His name is Faik Bolkaya. So why isn't he number one? Because that figure is associated with his Brunei royal family wealth, rather than money generated from his football career. And that's an important distinction. He is a professional footballer who plays in Thailand for Ratchaburi FC, with an estimated earning of less than $3,000 per month. Ronaldo takes the crown, having built a billion-dollar fortune through football, business, and commercial success. But the most interesting part isn't actually how much money these players have. It's how they made it. Because the biggest lesson from football's richest stars is simple. The game can make you famous, but turning that fame into businesses, investments, and a global brand is how you build generational wealth. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more football stories, rankings, and insane facts. And comment below, Ronaldo or Messi? Who will be richer when both finally retire?